Friends, fans, haters, hello and welcome back to another video. Hi, my name is Erica. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe and give this video a like. I hope you stick around for more. I feel like I'm a pretty fun time. I do a lot about fitness, my weight loss journey, food, and just, I don't know, overall good vibes, I feel like. But today I'm taking you through what is in my gym bag. I've seen a handful of these videos and my fam on Insta, which if you're not following me on Instagram, what are you doing? Go follow me on Instagram. A lot of the gang were like, yeah, no, I like these videos. So I was like, all right, let's do one. Now this may be a little bit different from like your usual gym bag because I box. So I box as well as weight train. And so because of that, I've got some things that probably you're not gonna see like the average gym bag, but I'm still gonna take you through. And I actually have been thinking about having 2 gym bags, specifically stuff for my boxing, which, you know, let's do the boxing stuff first. So in my gym bag, I have my boxing gloves. Yes, I know they are bright pink. I'm not actually a big fan of pink, but they're so obnoxious that I love them. They were the gloves that were in my size. They are gel-based gloves compared to leather-based, but I love them. They're really comfy and they fit my hand really well. So these are my gloves. I believe they are 12 ounce. I don't actually know the ounceage of them. Yeah, so they're 12 ounce, I was right. And so I have those. Obviously, gloves, I mean, these are pretty big. They take up a lot of space. So that's a big reason as to why I've been debating having a separate gym bag specifically for boxing stuff, because they do take up a lot of space. And I do have a lot of things in this bag. I'm not gonna lie to you. But going on with the boxing stuff, then you've got hand wraps. Now, if you don't box, you probably don't really know what this is, but when you're boxing, you do wrap your hand up really tightly as well. So you wrap your hand first, and it's kind of give you a little bit more stability, keep your wrist a little bit more supported, your knuckles protected, and then you put the gloves on top. Hand wraps get really gross, so it's really beneficial to have a few pairs because I'm not gonna lie, I don't wash them probably as often as I should. So basically, if I get to a point where I should wash it, I just wear a different pair. I've got a handful of pairs because, you know, I had this first pair in black, standard Everlast. They're a little too long, but also I would always get confused putting them on because they don't tell you which side goes down or up. So when you're starting, you actually start in the middle when you wrap your hand, so it gets really confusing. Then I've got some Title ones, which I love because they do actually tell you which side goes down. So once you're at the very, you know, the middle bit, it's easier to figure out. These ones are Charlie's. As you can tell, Charlie does not ever wrap his up nearly as nice. He laughs at me, but mine look pristine. And then Charlie actually got me these new ones for Christmas. I love them. They're actually a bit softer than my Title ones, which I really like. The material is really nice, and they're by, I don't know how to pronounce it, Hayabusa? Hayabusa? But they're really cool, and they're actually Captain America themed, so I just love that. I love Marvel, and Captain America is actually my favorite superhero from the Marvel series, I probably would say. But these are also really nice, and again, because there's the pattern on the one side, and here, I'll show you. So there's the pattern on the one side, but then not on the other, so again, I know which side goes down when you're wrapping. And that only really matters because then when you get to the end where you do Velcro yourself in, you don't want all of us have to like twist it, because then it makes a weird thing at your wrist. So I've got all of that. Then in terms of some other things that sometimes I'll use for boxing, I've grown up in, you know, I've always grown up in a fit and active house, I guess. Like, I grew up as a pre-professional, semi-competitive dancer. I think you know that. I played lacrosse, and I've always been someone who's had quite the amount of injuries. So we've got a bunch of then injury preventative things that I keep in the side pocket. I do like to show you. So this bag, it's a nice standard duffel from Marshalls, but by Adidas. Definitely save your coin here and there, something like that, because this bag I think costs like 60 bucks, but I got for like 15 or 20 at Marshalls instead. So there's that. But there's tons of brands and companies that have standard nice gym bags. I like that it has 3 pockets, so it's got 2 side pockets and then the big main pocket. In the 2 side pockets, one side I usually have all of my wraps, and the other side I have all of my like injury preventative stuff, which you're gonna find KT tape. I've had tons of injuries in general growing up, as well as within the last few years. I have a wonky shoulder, which especially when you're boxing, you're throwing really heavy hooks and really heavy punches, you do extend your shoulder. So sometimes my shoulder will be really sore, especially if we're throwing a lot of left straights. So having some KT tape provides some extra support here and there. Also to my ankle, I had a grade 2 sprain last summer. So I don't know, but also growing up in dance, I've always had injury preventative types of things, or extra support. So 2 different versions of KT tape. I got the Pro version for Christmas, which was really exciting. It comes with like its own little case, but it also is waterproof. As you can see, I haven't had to use it, which is nice because I haven't had any injuries. I've definitely been really taking care of my body the last few months, which is awesome. Also have an ACE bandage, as well as a like wrist support. This is so essentially just like this. So if I ever need it, but this is something I only ever have used if I have had an injury. I don't really use this for boxing or lifting. ACE bandage, because again, if I get an injury or feel a tweak in class or while I'm lifting, it's easier to just wrap it up, put your shoe back on, get back to work. I also then have Tiger Balm patches in my bag. Honestly not sure why, because you're not really meant to wear Tiger Balm patches, I don't think, when your pores are really open. Like, you're not supposed to put them on really before or after like a shower and things like that. So I actually don't know why they're in there, but I don't know. Then we're gonna have a tripod. You may be like, Erica, what? Well, this is a tripod that I actually got for Christmas. It goes with my ring light that my mom got for me. I was so excited. And what's great about my tripod is that it really, as you can see, like the difference. Like, here's the end of one leg right now. Here's the end of a leg when it's fully extended. So you've got multiple different lengths to play with. I am not afraid to whip out the tripod when I'm filming a workout, because why not? No one in my gym has ever said anything. They've never been like, oh, why are you filming? I've had a few who automatically are like, oh, are you filming? Do you have like a blog? Do you have a fitness page? I'm like, well, yes, I kind of do. I film sometimes for YouTube, but I do have an Instagram that I'm not like a fitgram, but it is very fitness focused. So yeah, so bring the tripod and don't give a rat's ass what anyone says. Continuing on into what else is in the side pockets, I also then have an extra outfit. This is like an old Gymshark bra that I don't really wear much anymore, and a pair of leggings. I think they're from Cotton On. They're really nice, but they're just not the type of thing I've found I never reached for them, but I really liked them because they are good quality. So keep them in there, because if I forgot to pack a fit or if I have a wardrobe malfunction, I think it is nice to keep in, and they again don't take up much space. In that same pocket, I also have some hand sanitizer wipes, which I found I actually haven't really needed because my gym is so nice and clean, which is really amazing. Last things in the side pockets, extra mask, because COVID. And then I actually do have my headphones in my gym bag at all times. So these are the Beats Pro Wireless. I don't remember the official name. I'll link them or put in the screen. I'll put it on the screen. But I love these. What's great is that they're completely wireless. This is actually a charging case too. It does sometimes double as a ring box when I know I'm gonna need to take off my rings for a heavy lift. But let's take those out. But what's great is that it is a self-charging case. And when I tell you, I got these for Christmas also. I have charged them one time, okay? It's the middle of March. I've had to charge the whole case and everything involved one time because that's how long it lasts between the headphones and then the case. It's really honestly incredible, and I love them. They hook up to your phone with Bluetooth, and then I'm good to go for a lift. They are very noise canceling, I'll say. Like, I'll have to turn down the volume way down if someone tries to come talk to me, and I still sometimes am like really focused, but I always keep those in my bag as well. Then we're getting into the main pocket, into some of the fun play things I always like to say. So very important, I've got a barbell hip thrust pad. I have the one from my coach school. I absolutely love this one. They did have one at my gym, but then I didn't really like it. and I know my coach school has had one, and obviously I'm a member of my coach school, so I figured why not. I think they had a mini sale, and I got it. It is amazing. It is quite literally changed my hip thrusts, because it doesn't move. Like, it's like foam and squishy, but it just doesn't move, and it sits so perfectly on your hips. And I like that it does have a little bit of an opening, but it doesn't turn too much when you're like once you get the bar in, it just sits there. It's great. I mean, my hip thrust max I've tried is 275, and I know I could, and that was for reps, so I know I could go higher. And this, incredible. Continuing with the My Coach School vibe, we've got a few different bands, which we also have other bands as well. I think I've got a lot of booty bands in here actually, because I have some by BND, which I think they've rebranded now to Shreddy, which is Grace Beverly's brand. Highly recommend. They are very good. But then I also, again, love the My Coach School ones. What's the best part about them is that they do have a bit of if you see those lines, it's actually rubber on the inside, so it doesn't slip off. I will say sometimes it's harder to get on, where the BND ones, they just slide on pretty nicely. But these definitely stay in place even more. And then, what else? I've got, again, a few different levels. This is a medium one. This is heavy. I'd say this is medium heavy in terms of like the leveling. And then I've got a kind of like warm up band. I really warm up with whichever one I grab first. So you'll see it in my videos a lot of times, especially on Instagram. I'll use these, and I use a variety of them. So we're not done with the bands yet. We've got more bands, but these are more for upper body. You've probably, again, seen them before, but I've got a handful of bands I got for Christmas. If you can't tell, a lot of my Christmas list was very fitness focused. But these, I believe, my sister-in-law got for me. I think they're just from Amazon, but it looks like they're from The Fit Life. There's a handful of different bands. I really want to have been working on my pull-ups more, but also my mobility and warming up before a session. This band, I use this band all the time, especially because I have had shoulder injuries. I really take a lot of time in my warm-up for upper body days, working on mobility, using this for things like this, and all different types of things. You can work out with these as well, because again, they are, this bad boy, 54 kg to 79 kg, okay? Some people watching this might literally weigh 79 kg. So I've used this one for helping me when I do pull-ups here and there. And there's a few other weight levels, and they do come in a nice little bag, which I probably should keep them in more often to help keep my bag cleaner. Then I do have an older tripod that this one doesn't really work as well, because I got this actually from Staples. I got it from Staples. It was like in the checkout line. I think it's by Billboard. It's super tiny. This obviously pops up here on top, but this has broken, so it doesn't really work that often, but also it's just not very tight. So like if I put like my camera in it, if I put my phone in, even my phone sometimes, now that especially it's gotten a little bit older, it will like move. I still keep it in there 24/7 just in case I forget my tripod. Like if I was filming a YouTube video at home and I forgot to put my tripod back in my bag, then this one lives in my bag, but it's just not necessarily as good compared to the other one. More KT tape. As you can tell, I'm very serious about anti-injury. What is this? Oh, this is my tripod bag. I forgot about this. Okay, let's see. And then we have a ball. I have this little ball for if I ever like kind of need to roll out really quickly, or I feel like a little bit of a pinch. Sometimes I'll just like roll out, especially in my back. I'll find it helps. Or if I'm sitting there and my quad's starting to get sore, but I still have a few more sets to do, I'll just like, roll out the quads really quickly. And it works enough for me. And then, last but not least, I have Neutrogena single-use makeup wipes. Now, I know that this is not the most environmentally friendly, but I do keep this in there because we have to wear the masks. I have definitely suffered even more from breakouts than I would if I wasn't having to wear a mask during training, because you're wearing the mask the entire time during a workout. All that dirt and sweat, your pores are opening, you're sweating, you're starting to sweat from your nose. What's it called? Your nose starts to run, things like that. Like, it's just so much all of a sudden just sits on your face right here for so long. You know, if I'm in the gym for an hour, that's an entire hour where it's just like, you know? So I have these to either use in the bathroom real quick, or oh, we've got a few runaways it looks like too, actually. What are you guys doing? Silly Billy. So I have these to then, you know, once I get in the car, I don't know about you, but I feel like taking your mask off is the new version of like taking your bra off when you get home from work. Like, I feel like it's like a every time. It's so funny. But get in my car and I literally take one of these and just wipe my face down real quick. Does it help? I feel like it does help personally, because again, it kind of wipes off some of that sweat a little bit more. And yeah, let's see. That's trash. That's trash. And then a water bottle. I sometimes keep an extra water bottle in my bag. Usually it's on accident because I forgot about it. But yeah, that's really it. I hope you've enjoyed this little gym bag haul, I guess. Let me know what you think about me having 2 bags, one specifically for my boxing, one for everything else. My only hesitation is that, like, if I do that, then on the days when I do a double session where I do a box and then a lift, I'd have to bring 2 bags with me. But I mean, most of the time it looks like I moved in anyways when I'm at the gym. So let me know what you think about that. Comment skateboard if you've made it this far, because my skateboard is right over there, which I've been getting better. I feel like I should do a follow-up on my skateboarding journey. But yeah, I hope this video maybe helped you out with things that maybe are nice to have in your bag. And well, really, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.